like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in the cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget about peace. You take the west side, take out the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, man so tough, but man's keep rocking. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls gotta tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pine, if you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that.
Tasting 1 2. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to Gold Reef City to the Pro Snooker Championships. We're down to the business end of this tournament and we're going to play the semi-finals now shortly. So our head referee for this match, put your hands together for Andre de Toy. Our marker and referee for this match, marker is Anina de Toy and referee is Stefan Steenekamp. Okay, ladies and gents, put your hands together for the first semi-finalist all the way from the Eastern Cape, city called Quebec. Put your hands together for Charles the Assassin Jonk. And his opponent from the Western Cape, put your hands together for Mutalib the Ant Ali. Please make sure your cell phones are on mute or silent, and then we'll start in the next 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the afternoon session, the first semi-final of the Gold Reef City Pro Snooker event. Our two semi-finalists in this match is the top seed for the event and number 1 in the country, Charles Jonk, against Mutalib Ali from Cape Town, who came unseeded in this event, but he is in the top 8. So this promises to be a very exciting match. Both players have had some challenging matches. I think Mutalib has had more challenging matches to get to this stage. Charles Jonk has had a slightly easier path, but saying that, there's never easy matches with anybody. And today Charles showed us his prowess, showed us how well he can play, constructed one break after the other, playing very solid, showing why he's number 1 in the country. And he's going to be the one to beat today. Mutalib Ali is up for it. He knows Charles is very good, and he'll have to produce the goods today. He's very able, very capable, so he's going to be trying his utmost best to try and take Charles off his throne. So it's going to be a very interesting affair. It might go down to the clock. The match might finish. It depends who gets in first and how the momentum shifts. But any which way, it's going to be a very exciting match. Probably one of the more exciting matches this whole season. Look forward to a great match by these two fine gentlemen, both good and excellent players in the country. There's Anina de Toy. She's our scorer for the match. She has been refereeing some of the matches also, but she's on scoring duty now. She has done very well in scoring and refereeing. A very good team of referees that we have here. And our referee for this match is Stefan Steenkamp. He has been refereeing a lot of matches. He even reffed a couple of matches for me. Very solid ref, hardly makes any mistakes. He has a very astute eye, checks on things nicely, and he's learning a lot under the watchful eye of Andre de Toy. First game, Mutalib Ali to break. So if you are in the Joburg, Pretoria area, you should be making your way to the Gold Reef City Casino Complex. A lot of activity here, a lot of entertainment here, and most important of all, we have the snooker here. And you can watch it live, but if you're not watching it live, get onto the stream on the 360 page or on Pro Snooker page. There'll be some good snooker to watch. Talib Ali just slipping up a little bit on the break, but not leaving anything easy for Charles. So Charles will just try and clip the red and get back down the table. And that's exactly what he did not want to get. He did not want to clip the knuckle. So he's given Mutalib the first chance at a red to get his score on the board. Not an easy chance, but Mutalib will have a full go at it. Just a bit of a nervy start from Mutalib. Still needs to settle in. These people are good rivals on the table, but they will both respect one another and try and keep it tight. And both of them will be hungry to win, to make a statement. Whoever pots the balls will be making the biggest statement at the end of the day, and whoever puts his frames on the board. Talib going for a long opening red here and pulling it off very successfully. Beautiful shot. Some lovely control. And right on the button, right in the first frame. Nice nudge onto the red there. Still comfortable on the table. Want to just roll through a little bit. Give himself a slight angle on the black to get to the red on the side of the pack here. Talib just using the extended gooseneck there and just playing that a little bit too thick and not making use of the first chance that he created for himself at the table. Shaking his head a bit, probably not happy with the slight drift maybe created by the shot. But when you do play a soft shot, these things tend to happen. Charles Jonk will be ready to pounce on his mistake and make use of this opportunity. Charles is very focused in the zone, as you can see. His concentration is fixed between the 6 rails of the table, and that's where it will remain throughout the game. He's not going to worry who's his opponent on the other side of the table. His concentration will be purely within the 6 rails of this table. Nice pullback there. I don't think Charles got the desired result. He wanted to play that red into the center. This other red might be obstructing it by the looks of it. So he'll be opting for a safety down to the brown, behind the brown or one of the bulk colors. Is that what he's going to do? Looks like it. Looks like he might be going for a set here. Oh, he actually played a cannon of the pink. That's a billiard shot. That's a brilliant shot by Charles. Very unexpected and unorthodox shot selection by Charles, but very well played. And he still remains on the table. He's in here still to make a break. Oh, what a shot, just too much power. The ball almost dropping in the center. And it won't be a foul because the ball came to rest back on the table. Not much damage done here by Charles. He's a slender lead here, 1 point. So both players getting early opportunities and not making full use of it. Talib trying to study the situation on hand, looking and checking what is the best possible option for him. What is and red? I'd like to welcome Ryan George into the studio. Welcome, Ryan George.
Thank you.
Ryan George is one of the top players here in Gauteng. He's been for many number of years. And he joins us in the commentary box. He will add some of his opinions and expertise on the match between Charles and Muttalib. He also knows both players and he knows the game quite well. So we look forward to hearing from Ryan George on his opinion. Welcome, Ryan.
Thank you.
Ryan, how do you see this match? Charles Young, Muttalib Ali, probably probably one of the two best players in the country. Obviously, we've got Fakhri and a few others, but this is going to be a very exciting match.
I completely agree, and they're probably the two most prolific break builders in the country at the moment, so hoping to see some good breaks.
Yes, there's just been a nervy start if you haven't watched the first few balls. But Muttalib seems to be settling in here.
Just needs to try and get pink and the black back on its spot.
Yes, they've got it in the wrong area of the table.
Yeah, I know. But he's making a good break here of the blue ball.
Yeah, he's doesn't have much of a choice, does he? But he will get eventually down. He'll find a way to get down there if he still continues with his break.
Oh, he lost a bit of posse there. Yep, very difficult to get back to the blue from this shot.
He probably might choose a safety shot, or he might roll that red into the middle and hope to get onto the right side of the blue. It's a very risky shot, knowing that Charles Young is playing behind him.
Correct. Or he has to force it, which is wouldn't be ideal.
That will put the shot more at risk. So he'd be looking at the safety also.
Or he might have the red into the center pocket.
Yes, that's what he goes for.
Ah, it's a mistake.
And that's exactly what we were saying just now. Highly risky, not a good percentage shot. But knowing Talib, that's the type of game he plays.
If he's got an angle, slight angle on the red, he can just roll through to try and get the pink or the black back on the spot.
And Charlie is looking at exactly that, Ryan. You can see he's trying to see which is going to be the best ball for him to get back up the table. He'd ideally like to get the black up.
Yeah, it's open to both pockets. Just needs a good angle on this black.
And it seems like he's got it there, right?
It does.
He's even got a better angle on the pink, actually.
Correct.
Because that pink is slightly in the way of the black. He can pot the black comfortably, but the thing is he going to get the white up to his required comfort position? I don't think so. So he's opting for the pink.
Good choice.
Charles being very methodical in his approach. If you look at it, Ryan, very astute in his action, his preparation. He's one of the most, actually one of the best players in shot preparation.
He plays every single shot exactly the same, no matter the difficulty of it.
Yeah, his pre-shot routine is definitely out of the top drawer.
You can just stun this red in, hold for the pink in the center pockets if possible.
He might be screwing back slightly to take the pink into the left pocket. And he chose the latter. That's going to make it difficult for him now because...
Queuing over the red.
Yes, and not only that, if he just pulls it back slightly for the red into the right pocket, then he's going to be hampered by the pink. So if he pulls it back more, he'll be fine because there's a red right in the middle of the cluster that goes into the left corner back there. So he might be tempted to do that. That's exactly what he done. Right?
Need to screw it back a little bit more.
Yeah.
It could be difficult to get position on the pink from this. Oh, he's looking at the plant.
We don't see that set when we're looking on that side. He's obviously looked at it. And him and Muttalib always looking out for plants, sir. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic shot.
Nice control. It keeps him in the game. And Charles is already looking dangerous. He's not here to play. He wants to make his mark. He wants to be the first one to make a mark on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and the pink looks like it's open into all four pockets now, so can definitely make a good break here.
Muttalib Ali looking anxiously on, wondering if he's going to get a chance.
It was important to get the pink back on the spot. It makes the break building so much easier for him.
Definitely. And Charles just looks into his zone right now. Just look at that concentration on his face, Ryan.
Perfect.
Hey,
Perfect. He's so focused.
He's unbelievably focused. He's here to do a job. There's Pine Pinar there.
Commentator from this morning.
Yes, Pine
Did a
Pinar.
fantastic job, by the way.
Amazing. And he's our Perimans lookalike.
He
Eh?
does. So a small screw back for the red on the right hand side of the table. Yes,
Lovely touch. What a lovely touch. You know, on this table, it's so easy just to overrun slightly.
Correct.
And he
And
played-
Charles does it so perfectly well, because often a lot of players will decelerate on that soft screw back shot.
Exactly.
But his cue action is just phenomenal.
He's well grooved and he's well rehearsed. He's put in a lot of time. And he works hard at his game to be able to produce this kind of snooker. And the guy sitting in the
Needed
chair
to
there.
run a bit.
Ah, it's just a bit short, eh?
Going to be difficult to get position on the next red.
The guy sitting in the chair there is just as capable as him.
Correct. He's not out of the woods yet, Charles. He knows Talib's capabilities. He proved it in his match against Kiashan.
Yeah. Coming back from 4-2
Correct.
behind, he was unbelievable. Charles going to go around the table, it looks like it. No, playing a gentle shot.
Oh,
And the
wobbled.
pace,
the
the
pace,
pace
helped.
held that ball in. If it was
Yeah.
hard, it wouldn't have gone in. So from the looks of it, it looks like
Does he
the
have the
red
red?
closest to the pink can go. Ryan?
Yeah, it looks like it. That's what he played for.
Yeah. So Charles controlling this game. This is the shot that's going to make a difference on whether Muttalib comes back to the table or not. And what a great pot,
Great
right?
pot. Great pot. And
Good
perfect
control.
passing.
Nicely. He knew he's coming back down.
Yeah. He's
And-
got quite a few options here.
Yeah, he's got two reds in the open.
If
And
he's
he
got
will be playing for one of them.
If he's got a nice angle on the green, I think he's too straight on the green.
He's looking at the yellow, but I think, yeah, the
Yeah.
green is
Green is too straight because there's two reds only pot into the bottom
left pocket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come across two cushions maybe. Oh, he didn't get into the ball a bit.
Didn't put enough side in there, so
I think he was more concerned a bit about the center pocket actually.
yeah, is there a plant on there that we don't know about? He's looking at it now.
Oh,
He didn't spot it earlier. Both those balls go, but can those balls go in the other bag as a set?
if
He
he has
might
to
be
make
able
it, it would have been a bit easier if he was directly behind it.
Yeah, but he will be playing this as a shot to nothing.
Correct. Maybe try and get the white behind the black that we spoke about earlier.
Yeah. He's asking the referee to clean the ball or something. Oh, there's a little muggy on the table. Fakhri left that muggy behind. It was bothering him
Yeah.
from earlier.
It actually stopped his white in the last game.
It did, eh?
Yeah.
And
That's
look
a
at
great
it.
shot.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
Another set that he spotted.
Perfect on the pink.
So like I said earlier, that shot was the shot that's going to...
This has been a fantastic break so far. He's
Yep.
on 39 and he's looking to... he's 28 ahead at this moment in time.
Just needs this pink and another couple of reds with one color. Good control. Nice and smooth. Looking very good
He's
shot.
been in complete control of this break.
He had a couple of plants to help him.
Yeah.
But very well spotted by him. You know,
Correct.
sometimes they're there and we don't see it. So he's always looking and keeping an eye for these plants. Muttalib normally does the same also. example of some lovely cueing there. Look at that. Nice
That's
stroke
perfect.
through the ball.
I don't know if he's got enough angle to just roll behind it, red on the right.
I think he has got a slight
Yeah,
angle, Ryan.
just to
He's
drop
got a-
behind it.
He might be screwing back for this ball on the cushion
Oh, yeah, I don't
by
think
the
he's-
looks of it. That's a lovely shot. Charlie's confident in these shots. In fact, a lot of the players play this shot too hard and they miss the ball in the corner bags, the ones close to the cushion. Charles has been playing it at a very nice pace.
Correct. And he just needs to drop in this red. He doesn't need to force it.
He doesn't need a color also.
Yeah. To leave Mutsalip needing snookers.
Yeah. Lovely shot. Look
That's
at that.
perfect.
Such good control, eh? Excellent control from Charles. What do we say when we're playing at the club? This is TV snooker, and
Is it?
exactly, he's on TV.
Yeah. Stun across for the red. Oh,
That's very strange. You know, I've seen so many misses in that middle bag today.
I don't think Mutsalip's out of this game.
It's not. It's 42. He needs all the balls and two snookers.
And two snookers.
Yeah, not easy. But he will have a full go at it.
Are they in a nice position to snooker? Clustered at the top of the...
Just running
I think he might...
half an inch too much.
Yeah.
Half an inch too much. He's right between the gap between the black and the green. Very good attempt. I don't think Shaw can pot it, but he might. I'm sure he can see half a ball. If not, it will be a
side
slight
as well.
swerve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did get a bit of a snooker there. Soft
Lovely
swerve
touch.
shot.
That's the kiss he didn't want. Is Mutalib going to still play safety, or is he going to go down for one of the colors down there?
I think he's gonna clip this red fine, go off two cushions and try and drop in that same position behind the black again.
But you know, those colors will never come up here unless he pots it.
That's the problem.
Yeah. And it's not easy just to drop on the black. It's pampered by the brown and the green.
Because he wants two snookers, you know, he needs a free ball to make it. He did go for the color.
So he'll be looking at the pink there and then trying to play the yellow and snookering behind the black, green and brown. That's his plan from what I can see.
Yeah, just leave the white right there.
Yeah. And now he'll try and play a snooker here. So he needs now maybe, what's it, two snookers or still three? I'm not too sure there. Difference is 35.
It doesn't want it's red, yellow to
Oh
drop. That's very unlucky. He snookered himself on the green.
The difference is now 33 points. So he needs two snookers to tie. So three snookers to win. And he
think he
misses the
might.
green and he concedes the frame very wisely because, remember, there's only a couple of hours left and if Shaw takes a lead, I can't see this match going the full distance.
Yeah, and Charles been quite prolific in his break building in his last two games actually.
Yeah.
Missed a century.
What was that break he made now, Ryan? I didn't take note of that.
I can't remember.
40 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He missed the pink on 48 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So right now he's a break leader for the statisticians in this frame, in this match.
He's been really consistent in this Pro Snooker series over the last year or so.
Over the last 2 years, yes, he's been playing very well. And he's still going to be the guy to beat. We know Mutalib what he's capable of. He is one of the most prolific century makers in this country, but of recent, Charles has been up there with these guys and competing.
Looking forward to the other semi-final coming up later at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, some good matches today. Eh? Rafik has been playing very well.
He actually played very well against Aiden.
Good win there for him.
Phenomenal potters, those two.
Great potters. While we're waiting, just a quick thank you to our main sponsor, Gold Reef City, for putting up this magnificent event. Our drink sponsor, Myri Brands. Our media partner, Purple Rain. The venue setup team, Q Masters and Basel Billiards, and 360 Sport for the streaming partner. And last but not least, cloth sponsor Andy Billiards. Charles Young will be breaking off the second frame now. And he leads by 1 frame to 0.
Wow.
Getting
want to
it a
hit the
bit
blue.
too thick, eh? Getting it too thick. Clipping the blue. And getting away, but I think
He's covered this
fine.
red. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
he's covered the red on the extreme right.
Yeah.
Even if you can see it, it's you'll have to play a real power screw shot to get it back up the table. It's going to play a safety.
He has got to play a safety. He's going to have to exercise patience with Charles. If he doesn't, Charles will punish every mistake of his. Have to wait and get in on a certainty.
Can't take any liberties against Charles.
And if you notice, Charles also has been very careful with Mutalib. He knows what he's capable of. He's been playing some good safeties.
He
And
did
he went
leave the red, but he's got a good white.
great white. Charles acknowledging the good white. Good sportsmanship between these two guys. Great to see that on the table.
Always.
They both respect one another as opposition. They both know what their capabilities are.
Charles trying to clip off the top red. Just slip past the pink and back up to bulk. Dangerous shot if you get it wrong. You want to catch in the jaws of the bottom left pocket.
It's a highly risky shot, Ryan, but he's the only shot he's got.
Yeah,
And he played it
well.
nicely. Played it very nicely. That's also been a feature of his game, Ryan. His safety play has been phenomenal.
Correct. He's a very patient player.
Yeah. He waits and look, tap of the table from Mutalib. So good show of sportsmanship from both players.
Like to see that. in the
That's
sport.
brilliant. That's brilliant. They know they've got a match in their hands, and this is the high respect there for one another on the table. This is the difference between snooker and pool. There's a good competitiveness between guys, but there's also that mutual respect.
Talib got the double kiss, and he's opened the black a bit.
Yeah,
Not sure if he can get the perfect angle if he passes red to stay on the black.
Not easy to get on that
Might
black.
have to be low, and then it's he'll be going away from the reds.
Charles will have to try one of these balls, and it looks like he will be trying to go around the red to get onto the black on the other side.
Great pot.
Nicely executed.
Perfect on the green.
I knew exactly that he was getting away from the black. It would have been very hard to control the white to stay for the black. These tables have been rolling very fast, Ryan. I don't know.
Super fast. I've been.
You played
watching
at. Did you play in the Centurion?
Yeah.
And it's exactly
the same.
Similar conditions, same cloth, and that table was lightning fast.
It is, and
Yeah.
the slide of the cushions is something you need to adjust compared
Yes.
to our clubs.
It's very tricky. The lighting is different. The steel block is different.
Such a well controlled screw back shot from Charles. Perfect on the red. You have to go back up for bulk color again.
Nice control. Look at it. Hey?
Effortlessly, his cue action just comes to the fore when he plays those type of shots.
Definitely, Ryan. He's got to now run through the green to get back up to those reds. I might play for the red on the right hand side of the table. The black's still a bit tied up. Not easy to get onto it.
Oh,
And enforcing that, he misses the ball.
played with a bit of check side and
Yeah.
played right
Always a
across
risk.
it.
And believe it or not, he
Might have got away with it.
Yeah, but it looks like there's a red here in this little cluster close
Can
to
he-
the black.
Can he get to the potting angle of the red?
Maybe he might be
That
able
would
to.
be the perfect shot to open up the area around the
Yeah,
black.
just kiss on the red. on the side of the cluster to stay on the black? No, I don't think he can go from this angle. You see it from that angle, we don't see clearly. From here, we see it very clearly. What is Mutali? Is he going for the pot? No, going for
There wasn't much value in going for the pot there.
Yeah. Wise decision by him. He knows he's got to be patient with Charles. That's the one thing. If you're not patient with Charles, you'll find yourself on the losing end very quickly.
There's so little margin for error.
Yeah.
Against Charles.
Get that shot preparation the same every time. And that's what's making him such a good champion at the moment. Good white actually. Can't clip off the right of the pack. You can only try and come on the left of the pack here to try and come down. Not easy.
Not easy. It's just you can just play the top red. Very fine.
Is he looking at a pot into the right pocket here? Sadly might have went for
That's
that.
a good safety shot.
So with safety in mind, got it perfectly right. Some good safeties by both players, right?
Both players not taking any chances.
Yep.
They know the capability of their opponents.
Definitely. Beautiful shot by Charles. Left Mutalib just an edge here on the side, on the right side of the pack. Mutalib will try and take that white right down behind the yellow.
Oh, he got an unfortunate kiss on the black and dropped it. 7 points to Charles.
And look at it, he gets close to the yellow there. And Charles might ask him to play again. It's a bit dangerous because one ball is up there.
I think he's got a shot to nothing here. He can come around the black and that red at the bottom.
He might be tempted to ask Talib to play, but I don't think so. It's a risky shot, this. It is potable.
He's looking at the potting angle.
Yeah, your confidence needs to be high on this, and Charlie is coming off a nice confidence streak in making that 48 break in the first frame. And
He played it more with a safety in mind.
Good shot to nothing that, eh?
The reds are quite open now, Munir, and first person to make a mistake here could be very costly.
Definitely. Who's going to risk it here? And it's, you know, with the safety, it's easy to try and come down between the balls and just get a kiss on the wrong ball.
Correct.
So it's either going to be a pot or a very good safety here for Mutalib.
I think he's going to play the cross double here on the red and take the white back up.
That's the shot.
He doesn't want double kiss.
That's exactly
that's
what I was talking about.
the danger.
Now. That's the double kiss I was talking about now. You don't want to kiss onto the balls. And
Left Shaw with the two options.
Billy's going to take the red closest to the pink there,
Yeah,
not, so that he can just stay on the pink into the middle. The red in the corner, left corner here. It's not an easy shot, right?
Slightly
It looks
hampered
easy.
with the blue.
Yeah, it looks easy, the shot,
Yeah.
but your cueing needs to be very good and sweet.
Correct. Especially when your cue slightly elevated, playing over that blue.
And
Yeah.
that's the risk we were talking
That's the
about.
risk we were talking about.
Yeah.
And he left Talib with a nice easy opener.
And the black is a bit open, but I don't think it can go in the left pocket.
I don't think it can. It's hard to see from this angle, but if it can, this could be, yeah, it's very tight.
No, it's tight, yes. Nice camera angle there. Thanks to our cameraman. Talib getting onto the
Wow.
pink.
It's not an easy shot.
That's
Also
very
queuing
tricky.
over the red.
Very tricky potting these balls into the middle. I've seen more misses than pots.
just needs to drop it in. Doesn't need to do anything with the whites.
And
Once again,
I shudder to say that I didn't put the kiss of death on the commentary box there. But it's been happening so much. I've just been seeing Richard missed earlier with Fakhri, plenty of balls in the middle. Talib has missed already a couple. Charles has missed one also. They just don't seem to find the correct line to that middle bag.
yeah, I've seen most of the players over the course of the couple days, you know,
Yeah.
battling in those middle bags.
Especially the left middle, I don't know why.
He'll try and get the pink back on the spot with the blue out of commission and the black out of commission. Needs a high value color to make those big breaks.
And look, Mutalib did get a chance in this game. He did get an opportunity. And he gave it right back to Charles. And Charles got a bit lucky there. I think you can see the ball past the yellow. Looking
look.
to see.
Doesn't look like it.
Shaking his head, eh? Shaking his head. It looks like it can go to me, George. Brian? But not, eh, on Charles' reaction.
He might take the green. A little bit more difficult, but I don't think he has much option.
So looking at the brown, it's a very difficult shot unless he's got a safety in mind there. I'll be surprised if he doesn't go for a pot here.
Looks like he's going for the brown.
Try to put the brown behind the pink, or is he going for the pot? He's normally a very attacking player, so he might choose to go for the pot because he's close to the ball.
It's a difficult pot with the,
It's a very risky pot.
especially when the white is so close to the object ball. It's hard to judge the angle.
And he's looking at it.
Yeah.
Aye. It's all out attack for Charles. All out attack. He knows if he drops this ball, it's a
He
potential
doesn't
frame
need to do
winner.
anything with the white. He just needs to concentrate on the pot.
And he
That's
pots
a
it
great shot.
cleanly. Pots it cleanly. Lovely pressure shot. And played very well by Charles. And now he's back in prime position here. Just needs to get another color up the table here. The black is close for both bags here.
As with the great big builders, they always leave themselves with a couple options, eh?
Yep. It took a lot of courage to play that brown, eh? That's why he is where he is at the moment, being the best player in the country and the #1 player on the pro circuit.
He wants to leave himself close to the left rail, so he's got a easy angle to get back from the pink.
Just making sure of that middle bag. Notice that. Not trying much on it.
Needs to negotiate some traffic getting back.
Deep screw with right inside. Is that what he's looking at?
Yeah, come around the green.
Very tricky shot that. And played it to perfection, George.
Absolutely
right?
perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Aye. Just where is this white going?
If he gets on the bottom, the red closest to the black, that could open up this this frame completely.
Yeah, and the right inside will get open. But even if he puts this ball here, don't see him getting position from this ball, but it looks like the ball closest to him is potable. He can actually pot it and run through the shot and come onto the other side of the black. Very difficult shot. So he's going for the shot that you said first. And try and hold on
Stand
to
up
the
for the
pink.
pink, yeah.
Yeah. Played nicely.
He's in prime position right now.
Look at that. One risky shot he took on the brown. He knew that's going to potentially win in the game. Very calculated shot. So he weighed his options very nicely. Shaw playing solid snooker right in the beginning here. Not giving Mutalib a chance at the table. Mutalib did have one opportunity, but that was it. And the strange thing, Ryan, you know, we all like good competition around us. Cape Town has got a lot of depth with good players. Gauteng has got some good players.
Definitely.
Charles Jonk hasn't got many players around him of his caliber. Kevin is there, decent player, but his competition level is limited, so he's got to discipline himself and practice a lot to get to this level.
And maintain those high levels.
Which is absolutely amazing.
He does put in a lot of work though, on his own.
Without a doubt. Yes, he does. And you can see this in his game. His mindset is very clear. He's focused. He's positive.
He's going to leave himself an straightforward black and get on this red that's blocking the black into the left pocket. And then you know, I think he's in the pawn seat to take this frame.
Without a doubt. Still 3 reds in the open after this one, maybe 4.
Doesn't want to be too straight on this red.
He's got a very slight angle. If not, he will
can
have
come
to
off.
screw back. Looks like it might be straight there. There's some spectators
Nice to
there
see a crowd.
enjoying the games. And some snacks in the top balcony. He had a slight
Perfect.
angle there. Great shot. This is what Charles Jonk likes to do. Pot balls and keep his opponents out in the cold.
Just a small stun across the red below the pink. He might be able to screw it back a bit. I'm not sure. Yeah. He does
Nice
make it look so
control.
easy.
There's Cuban Woodley, the CEO of Pro Snooker. Next to him, Tami Chabavu, who lost to Mutalib in one of the matches. Got Rafik Limbada, who's a semi-finalist, and his wife Tohida Limbada next to him. So a lot of interested spectators and people watching this match. Shawl is not in the mood,
Yeah.
He's not in the mood to let Mutali back at the table.
Not at all.
He's not taking any prisoners. He's here to do business. He's in a mean streak at the moment. He's very determined and he seems very confident.
He's 61 ahead, 67 left on the table. He just needs this red. Munir.
I think he's going to seal his game in this visit. I wonder what Mutalib is going through his mind. He's just got to maintain a strong demeanor, and he hasn't done much wrong, to be honest.
No.
Charles has played well, so he's got to just wait and hope that he gets an opportunity the next few games. But right now, he hasn't got many chances. One chance, maybe. And Charles playing this semi-final at a high level.
Extremely. It's got a nice angle on the black, just to drop for the red on the bottom push. I'm not sure if those two reds are planted into that center pocket.
Is he looking at that? He was, eh? I think he'll try and come around for those two reds in the left corner pocket afterwards. But this is the shot he's eyeing right now. And just look at the shot. It's not easy. This is such a tricky shot. But the problem is the players play too hard. Just watch at the gentle pace Charles plays it at.
And trust his ability to pot.
Yes, he's going to make sure he focuses on the angle and he's going to give it a chance to drop in. So he'll play gently in, maybe with a touch side, or he might be playing it with a bit of bottom drag. Just watch, look at that.
Perfect.
Nice and gentle,
And
gives it a chance to drop in.
And he knows the natural angle is going to get him on the black. So
He's been playing that shot so well the whole week. I've been watching him. It's a similar shot Kioshin had for a match against Mutalib and he missed that black.
unfortunately, he decided to stun it.
Yeah, no, you can't.
And these tables are not forgiving.
You can stun him, but it's got to be a very soft stun.
Looks like he's just going to go off the side rail, drop behind those two reds.
Just running a little bit short.
Needed a bit more pace.
He wanted to be closer to the blue spot.
Makes the pot a bit more difficult.
But right now, Mutalib does need snookers. So this is no risk for Charles. He's on 66.
He's chasing that ton.
Yeah.
Amir.
So he will have a full go at this. No pressure on him. Only 51 on the table. Mutalib needs already a few snookers. he'll probably will come back to the table if he gets a chance just to hit a few warm-up shots.
Maybe to get his eye in.
Exactly. Very well played. Just overrunning a little bit.
But unfortunately, he pushed the red a bit closer to the cush, but it's still possible.
And the green is just too straight, eh?
Doesn't have a great angle on that green.
He might be tempted to take the pink.
He might take the pink, yeah.
Because that's coming towards the two reds.
And you can drop naturally behind those two reds into the center or into the bottom right.
And he showed us just now on potting that brown right at the start of this break how proficient he is with the rest.
He's very confident with the rest.
Yeah. And there's no pressure here. He's already won this frame basically. There's 43 on the table. And he's 78 points behind. Mutali will not be getting back to the table. Trying to keep himself calm. Just meditating there. He hasn't done much wrong.
Not at all.
Yeah. What a lovely pot.
That is a... Oh, that's absolutely perfect position.
Great shot. Great shot. 73 break now. He moves on to.
Dare I say it, he's got a good opportunity to make the century, Munir.
Yeah, there's one tricky red for him here, the one to the middle.
I think it's far enough away from the cush for him to drop behind it. Maybe play it in the opposite center.
That will probably the better option. So he will screw back slightly for the pink.
Just needs a nice angle on this pink. I think that's absolutely perfect. He might be able to screw back to the side cushion.
He's looking at putting it into the left corner. Not easy.
That's a tricky red.
Very tough. And also the bag's very tricky. You know, we've seen people miss that shot.
And on the screen, it looks a bit deceiving. It looks a bit more easy. But when you're there, it's a very sharp angle.
If you see another camera point of view, we'll actually see how difficult that shot is to the middle bag. Ryan, you were unlucky not to qualify for this event, eh? You had a couple of chances.
It's tough qualifying. There's some great players.
Yeah, but look, if we were allowed to play in the other district qualifiers, you would have easily made it. Unfortunately, the districts closed their qualifiers for only their provincial players.
A phenomenal tournament to play in.
Yes, yes, yes. You were unlucky there. I think you lost both times to the winners that qualified.
Yeah.
Seems like my story there at Centurion.
Correct.
Yeah. Nice testing pot here for Charles. To move from the 80 break that he's on currently. Just too much movement on that shot. Too much movement. He was not comfortable.
I thought he had a perfect angle on the pink to maybe drop off two or come stand around two cushions to get on that red.
Yeah, it seemed like to me he was just stretching a bit there.
Yeah.
Hey, he wasn't entirely queuing with his full queue or bridge on the table. I mean, he was a bit stretched out there. You know, he needed to take the rest maybe.
But he's strongly in the driver's seat here. Near it 2-0.
Making a 48 break first frame, 80 break in the second frame, and every time on one mistake of Mutalib's. So really taking control of this match in a very composed manner and controlled manner. Charles Jonk leads 2-0. Mutalib doesn't know what to say, what to do. He's just got to bide his time and hope to get a chance, or he's got to create his own chance.
The problem as an opponent when you see a player that is so determined to make breaks, you almost hesitant to take on shots. You know you could pot, because you know if you miss, it could be the end of frame.
Exactly, those things start telling in your mind. But Mutalib is a very strong player mentally. I know him. He's come across more in his life, and he's fought back. Is his resilience going to show through here, and is he going to try and make a comeback here? I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our main sponsor, Gold Reef City, for putting up this magnificent tournament and venue. My Day Brands, our drink sponsor, our media partner, Purple Rain, Basil Billiards and Q Masters for the venue setup team, 360 Sport, our streaming partner, and Andy Billiards, the cloth sponsor. Thank you to all these sponsors.
Another great break-off there by Mutalib. Left Charles with the opener.
And Charles attacks these balls every time, Ryan. He doesn't hesitate to not go for it. He's very confident in his shots. Just a maybe too hard there. But he wouldn't mind that shot. He got a nice kiss there, taking that ball away.
It's pretty safe.
Mutali will have to play a safety to go down. Use the blue and the brown as a target.
It's a nice big target to get behind.
Yep.
Wonder if that bottom red just above the black and pot.
Looks like it, eh?
Oh no.
No, he went for the safety option there. Trying to send that white close to the brown and blue and getting right there, eh?
Almost.
Yeah. Good white. Slightly hampered there, so it's not going to be an easy pot.
Sure,
He'll
we'll
be
just
looking to the
step
safety.
off the pack and
Yeah.
look for the safety. Back behind that blue and that brown.
Ryan, I'm amazed by the streaming quality on this cameras and stuff, eh? Isn't it amazing? Eh?
It's absolutely wonderful to watch, and it's you know, it's probably the best we have in this country.
Yes, I mean, you know what, if you have to compare it now to the WPBS, I mean, those are cut above the rest, but it's not very far from that.
Not
eh?
at all. Not at all.
It's very good. Maybe we don't have the additional camera meant for every angle, but the front view camera is amazing. And the quality, eh?
yeah,
The quality is crystal clear. Even on my phone, I get to see it, or my TV screen. It comes up and looks magnificent. Well done to the 360 streaming team for this magnificent production. We've got our guy Michael here at the back. He's our technician, making sure that everything is going smoothly here in front. Thank you, Michael. You're doing a splendid job at the back.
Charles looking at another set. He needs to negotiate between those three reds on the left side. Looks like he's done off two cushions. Come between them. Oh, what
Amazing shot.
Amazing shot.
You know, this guy's got such an ability to spot these things. I mean, him and Mutali were probably the two best proponents of looking at these sets in the backs and stuff, and they're coming up against one another, eh?
They see it.
Yeah,
When most other players won't.
exactly. And that wasn't a easy set. It had to be made up. There was at least 2 balls distance between them.
Correct. It's never easy when the balls are so far apart.
Exactly. That middle ball,
And
that middle bag, very tricky.
unusual miss by Charles.
Yeah.
Missed by quite a distance.
And
But
Muttalib has got his
Muttalib is
first
in.
opportunity in a couple of games here, eh?
It's not easy. You know, pink and black are tied up again. Blue's off a spot. But
It's asking the spectators just to quieten down a bit. That's sometimes very irritating when you're trying to focus and people making a noise on the side. One's got to be fair to both players and
Correct.
give them both a chance to play the game. Nobody stops anybody from cheering for your fan, but respect the other opponent when he's at the table.
I think also, Munir, you know, from a spectator's perspective, snooker players know that there needs to be silence.
Yeah,
Not everybody does.
yeah, but most of the spectators here are
Yeah.
from a snooker background. They know what is required, so they should respect the players. And I think they'll get used to it slowly, you know.
Of course. But you know, when we played at Centurion Mall,
It was a
it is in
different
the middle of
setup,
a
eh?
mall, right? So you can't expect people in the mall to be quiet.
That was a completely different setup, Ryan. That was a completely different setup. There, you had noise from every angle, and you had to just ignore everything.
Correct, and adjust.
Yeah. What a pot
That's
by
a great
Muttalib,
pot.
eh? What a pot.
And
He's
he's on the brown.
sending a message saying, you know what, I'm here. I'm not gone yet with that pot.
Needs to do some work to get back to the reds.
Cheers. Thank you. It's a nice power shot from Mutali. Not easy to get up here. He's got a tricky red into that same middle bag, but it's not as difficult as some of the others that he's negotiated before. And he's got a red here close to the black spot.
Definitely not an easy chance.
This red looks like it might be able to go, but it's very risky because he's going to have to play a power shot, and whenever you play a power shot, it always risks the pot.
Unless he takes the risk to pot this red in the center pocket and try and open the black.
He's looking at both options, checking which is the safer option. So he'll obviously try and go for the center back, or is he playing the safety? Looks like he might be playing the safety.
Yeah.
There we are. Not throwing caution to the wind, and then
there wasn't much value in potting that red.
Very sensible shot. Very sensible. There was no guarantee of position. He could have been in trouble. So Talib Ali, for the first time in this match, he's got a slender lead, 8 points to 1, but he's still 2 frames behind. If Muttalib starts taking frames, I fancy this match will go to time, because they're not playing at the fastest pace. They're playing good steady safeties and at a medium pace.
Time makes it a bit exciting at times.
And
changes your mindset.
Definitely, Ryan. We're almost on
Playing
the hour
against
now.
the clock.
We're almost on the hour, Ryan. I think we're already about 55 minutes into the match. And 2 frames. So it's like almost 30 minutes a game. So 30 minutes a game, 2.5 hours, it's 5 frames.
They're both very quick players.
Yeah.
And
But 5 frames is not going to get you to 5 unless Shaw wins 5-0. But I don't think, there we are, there's the shot clock. 1 hour, 34 minutes left. So you're not going to finish a best of 9 in 1 hour, 34 minutes.
It's going to be very difficult.
Yeah. So if Muttalib wants to make some inroads into this match, he's going to have to start taking a frame right now. If Shaw goes 1 more up here, I'm afraid he's going to be in trouble.
It will be very difficult for him to get back.
Another good safety by Shaw, not giving Muttalib an inch.
I think he might have left this red on. Bottom left.
That's
But
very,
there's not much. I think the black can go into the opposite pocket. So he might be able to just drop this red in.
highly risky also, Ryan. If he misses,
I think the safety is a bit more difficult as well.
yeah, he has to go for it. He's got no choice really, eh? He knows that.
He's going for the safety.
You see, he gets the white back in the same position.
Trying to get it more towards the yellow pocket.
Yeah. Getting that ball closer to the bag.
He doesn't want that white to bounce.
Unfortunately for him, I think
he's
that red
left Shaw in
is
again.
sticking its nose out. Bad luck, Muttalib. That was unlucky. Good white right on the cushion, but the red's right in the bag. And Shaw knows if that red didn't go close to the bag, he was in trouble.
It would have been very difficult to get back
Yeah.
to bulk. So I think Shaw is looking to try and clip this red in and maybe open the pink if possible, but those 2 reds look like they're in the way. Might have to go back for the bulk colors.
Back down for the bulk, yes. Just a slight clip, nudging.
It's not an easy opportunity. The reds are all clustered at the bottom with the black cushion. It's just got the bulk colors to play with.
Shaw doesn't look entirely happy with that shot. But he has definitely got an edge from where we are sitting. Played it very nicely. Unlucky there.
It was a bit difficult with those 2 reds in the way.
Yeah. It's unbelievable that he found that gap and still missed the pink and red.
It's not easy to get on the next red from this from the green. And he'll be trying to queue over these 2 balls on the left rail. So it's not an easy opportunity.
Shaw played a shot like this earlier on the green, and because of the force used to try and play the forward spin and come round the table, he ended up missing the pot.
Correct.
So that risk is there. That's why he's looking at the yellow now. Is he thinking of playing the yellow with the rest and coming down? And it might be a better option according to his strength because he doesn't have to force the ball.
Correct. Just stun it between the brown and the blue.
He's got very unique shot selection, Ryan. If you look at some of the shots now, the telling shots, he plays these difficult shots.
Great kiss on the red.
And when he gets in, he does damage. And remember the previous game, he took a brown on, also a difficult brown with the rest, got it, and he finished up on that visit. So is he going to do something similar this game? That will be very interesting to see if he makes a break from this visit.
And when he decides to take on those shots, he goes in at 100%.
Yeah.
You know, he's not worried whether he misses because he's got such confidence in himself.
Yeah. So what's he trying to do? Kiss the black towards the red there, trying to develop it. There's a bit of risk involved in the shot.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And he goes in off, so
well,
because the red bounced off the table, that will be a foul.
I think that was the best result for him to go in off.
Yeah. It worked out nicely for him, actually. You see, the playing it at a pace into the pocket, a lot of rubber in the pocket, the ball will always jump out unless you play it
I think he was just
in the middle,
powering it in and trying to open that black up and hoping for a bit of luck. But if you catch one of the draws, the possibility of jumping the red off the table is very possible.
Muttalib not much of an option here. He will choose to play the safety. He'll try and nestle up onto the blue with the white. Just left Charles a bit of a exit back down there. If you look at the red to the right of the table.
Just clip off there, run back to bulk.
Not much risk on that shot.
Always have to play these shots very carefully. You don't want to hit it too thick.
What was that? Was there a disturbance in the
movement
crowd?
in the crowd.
People making noise or a phone or something?
Got a good white. He's left the red, but
amazing,
it's a good white.
Right on the cushion. Tough shot from Muttalib here.
He has to go for it and rely on some luck to cannon into those two reds. Maybe hold for the black.
He's got another option there, Ryan. There's like a set that has to be made up. Clip off that, try and send the red to the bottom left and take the white back down. But I don't think he spotted that. Charles would have went for that shot, I'm sure. But Muttalib is normally good at these spots.
He turned it down.
Oh no, he actually played a very good safety, and Muttalib likes those shots.
As they refer to it as the dump shot.
Yes.
It's looked as a negative safety, but in this case I think it's a fantastic safety because he didn't have much options.
Yeah. Good dump ball that actually. It's not difficult for Charles to play the safety towards the blue and put Muttalib back into trouble.
Just going to try and clip off this red. Two cushions behind the yellow, the brown.
And look at that, he gets that white so close to the cushion.
Great safety.
Every time, only an inch away at times, or sometimes tight on the cushion. And every time you get there, it looks difficult. Muttalib is looking at the...
I think he's going for that shot you were talking about, Munir.
Yeah, but maybe not the plant this time.
Going around the black.
No, it looks like he's going for
the pot.
For the pot and going around the black, going down, back down.
It's a bit difficult.
And he manages to pot it. What a shot.
Fantastic shot.
Amazing.
He doesn't want the clip of the brown. That's a bit unfortunate.
That's just, you see, that's the rub of the green not going in your way. If he doesn't get the kiss on the brown, he's got a chance to come back up the table. So Muttalib not enjoying the rub of the green.
He does have the brown, But it's a very dangerous shot to play, very difficult pot. He might just roll up onto the blue
That would
and
be the
leave it
wise
behind
shot.
the.
Yeah. Leave
Keep
it
the
behind
pressure on
ground,
Shaw.
Yeah. But you see, not going, you don't want to go too far out to leave this red on the right exposed. So you'll rather try and tempt Shaw for that
Shot
shot.
a pot, yeah. Shaw might go for this pot, you know, as a
The
just
same
roll
shot that
it in.
Mutali went
Yeah.
for, eh? Yeah. It's got a path past, but there is a possible collision on the red on the cushion on the right side. So it's a very tricky pot to be attempting into the left corner pocket. What else is he looking at? Is he also looking at the dump shot here? The angle's too
Oh, he's looking at the
wide for that.
he's looking at the potting angle, maybe.
That collision on the red. Oh, changing his whole shot here.
Needs to avoid that red on the right cushion.
He actually went for it, with safety in mind. So from the shot that he played, it looks like actually it's a good shot if you look at it. But he does give Mutali an opportunity to try and put him back into trouble.
Correct. That's the problem with the dump shot. You're always going to give your opponent the opportunity to get you into more trouble.
Yeah.
He's just going to try and get behind the yellow.
It's just getting it too thick in the face. He wanted to
And
pass.
pushed another color into a safe position. I don't think we're going to see that big rake in this frame.
No. And this is a very tight game. It's a very crucial game. Mutali knows that also. And as the clock ticks, I mean, we're already just over 1 hour playing. So still an hour 25 minutes left. Look at that shot. Just getting a bit of drift into the green. I was hoping to pass the green there. So what does Mutali do here? Is he going to go for a taking shot? There we are, 1 hour 25 minutes exactly on the dot for us.
Is he looking at going for the spot?
Highly risky. He's got to play a safety here. That's the shot he should play, the one he's looking at. That is a risk shot because there's nothing much to gain there.
No.
Right?
No. Yeah, that's a better option he's going for. Trying to leave the white on the same side as where it came from. Just leave the safety much more difficult for Shaw.
Yeah, he doesn't want it to bounce too much there. But also no value for Shaw in potting this ball unless he gets his white right to the back.
I don't see how he's going to get the white back to bulk. It's a nice cluster of colors up there to get it behind, but I'm not sure he's going to get it back there.
He's going to play this red to the bottom cushion here. Play it on the left-hand side with side and come off the bottom side cushion and come across the table on the other way. If I'm not, but it's a very risky shot.
It's a very risky shot.
If you
have to
hit
hit
it
it
just slightly
perfectly.
thick, you're going to collide into those two reds on the left-hand side.
He's got Shaw in a bit of a jam here, and sometimes the only option is to take on the pot.
Yeah. And he might be looking at that, Ryan. Yeah, he's lining up for the pot.
What
a shot.
Phenomenal pot.
What a great pot from
That's
there.
a pot under pressure.
Look at that pot played with a bit of side to come back on.
Yeah.
Right from the bottom.
Sometimes when you don't have an option, Munir.
That's got to be the shot of the day so far.
That is.
And the control to come back, amazing. I mean, he could have came back a little more, but was not easy.
No colors, so he might just...
That's the blue and leave the white there.
Exactly there.
He will actually touch the blue and just try and leave it right above the blue. Because if he leaves it there, it will be a snooker. If he gets it too much on the left, the red on this side will be an opener. He's going for the brown.
I think he's going to try and tuck that white
Behind
right behind the green, maybe.
The double kiss. Playing the yellow, we don't even see that.
It's a much better option. That's a great
full proper snooker here.
He's got
Mutalib in
Talib
trouble.
in some serious trouble. And he's put the red over the pocket.
The only thing in favor of Mutalib is the reds are not all in the open. There's only 2 reds really open.
Yep.
But still, he would not want to leave Charles an opportunity because he can easily develop 1 or 2 reds while at the table.
I'm not sure if he can swerve around that green off the side rail.
He's asking the referee to just take note of exactly where the white is in case it's called a miss. So he's going to play to get out of trouble and stay out of trouble. Swerve is the option, Ryan, like you called it.
Not too hard, just gently to give it a chance.
Lovely shot.
Yeah, that was his best option.
Yeah,
It's not a bad result.
Sometimes that in-off is better than sticking out, but this is not a difficult shot for Charles. He's been potting these balls.
Most definitely. If he can get to it, just past the
Yes.
yellow.
Can he get to it? I think he can. Maybe not. It's difficult to tell from here. And if he can, he's got a risk-free black
Looks like
there.
he can.
Risk-free black. That's what he's looking at. But because of the angle,
The whites will be going towards those reds.
yes, towards the red. So it's, and if he misses it, then it can't possibly stick up one of those reds.
Unless he's going to try and stun it across into the black, Munir, and push the black towards the...
That's a safer option actually, Ryan, because none of those reds can actually go in the bag if you leave them undisturbed. What a fantastic shot.
Great shot.
What a fantastic shot. Doesn't want too much of a bounce there on the black. That is possible, potable now. Only thing is now the only red he's got to play on is the red next to the pink. He would try and develop it of the shot.
Correct, it's the only red he has as an option.
Not easy. This is not such a big target. Try to steal pocket and compromise the pot. There was no ways he could actually hold for that. He had to cut it in.
He had to cut it in and play with a bit of pace.
Yeah.
Those fine cuts when you try to play it soft.
Yeah.
The white tends to drift sometimes.
Yeah. What is Mutalib eyeing up here? Has he got a shot? A set. Lovely. Lovely.
You called it.
Nicely spotted.
You called it, Munir.
Hey,
These
look
are
at that.
two of the best when it comes to those sets.
Yeah. Mutalib is always good at seeing these things, and so is Charles. And he's got a chance. He's right back in this frame. He takes all the loose reds. He might just find himself in contention in this frame.
Maybe try and drop on the brown.
But if you look at Mutalib, the way he hasn't given
That's
up. He's fighting.
perfect.
Hey Ryan, he's fighting.
ran
Can you
up
see
at
that?
He is.
He's fighting. You can see.
He knows this is an important frame.
He's also hungry and determined to win here. And right now he hasn't put much pressure on Charles.
He might put Charles in some trouble here. I don't think he'll go for that blue as a pot.
He's got
It's
to
not
play
much.
the safety. He's got to play the snooker. Lovely shot.
That's a great shot. And he's eliminated the ability for Charles to implement any side on the white, putting it so tight onto the rail and next to the blue.
So he might have to attempt 1, 2, 3 cushions, 2 cushions.
2 cushions, yeah, but the black's in the way of those 2 cushion shots. And I think, Munir, as you know, you've also played on these tables. The
slide kills off anything.
Especially off the second cush. It's very, very difficult to judge.
But you see, you played. Oh, he's going for a heavy masse. I hope the referee's taking note of exactly where the white is. So if he gets past the yellow on the side cushion, there's it. He's into the red.
Shot. That's a great
shot.
shot.
What a lovely shot. What a lovely shot, but he has left that red up. But I think under circumstances, that was a good shot. It could have been worse.
That's a good
It's
shot.
not easy to get onto the black from here unless he's got a...
Yes, to stun it in a bit. I think he's got an angle, just stun it through the gap.
Oh, played very well.
Great shot.
Looks easy. Tali played it very well. So we've got a match in our hands here, it looks like.
Might be looking at another set now. I'm not sure if the top red, I don't think it pots. Yeah.
No, he's looking at a set. And also, it's not a straightforward set. It's a...
It's
got to be made up.
Either, and he's got options.
Yeah. He's also, you can see he's fighting here.
But with the way the balls are lying, you know, these points that Talib scoring is so crucial.
Yes, they're peeling off one ball at a time. Nothing's open, but you know, one shot can open everything up here.
I think this is a crucial shot.
Yeah. He gets us in. He's got a foot in the door. Look at this.
That is
Hey, these guys
great
are
shot.
so good with the
That is
shots.
absolutely great
Talib and Shah. They both had 2 good sets. He's had it in one frame.
They haven't missed one yet.
No. And Mutalib choosing to play the yellow rather, which is less risk. Very sensible shot that. If he played the black, there was a lot of risk there. So a good yellow by Mutalib. Good pot. He's showing some good composure here, Ryan. I mean,
Yes.
2-0 behind. He's fighting. He's making a nice match of this. We've got a lovely,
Wants to try and
good
hold
competitive match.
for the green or the brown.
I think he's perfectly on the brown, yeah? I'm sure you will rather play brown to this last red if he's got the angle instead of playing the safety. You can choose the safety, you never know. Pot the blue and screw slightly back and leave a snooker again.
Correct.
Just hit the blue full on with a touch of left hand side.
But I think he wants to try and seal it.
He's only 24 points behind. It's not a completely comfortable margin.
No. This is the
So it's better maybe to take the brown, leave the blue on the safety option there on the cushion. Oh, taking the green. That's probably even better.
he tried to open. That's very unlucky. He tried to just clip that red because he'll need that red
Yeah.
to win the frame.
He's got a nice kiss on the red though.
I think he could have Charles in some serious trouble here if he pots this red.
Yeah. Yes, he's going to be looked to snookering
Yeah.
again.
And he could make it a very tight snooker.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no ways he can hold for this black. Not easy to hold for this black. Very difficult with the pace of these tables. So look at that shot. Just I don't think he wanted the kiss on the yellow, but he wouldn't mind it because it will
He's just going to roll up
it has just
to the
helped him
blue.
now. It's
Make
cover.
it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's helped him for good cover on the pink.
He's looking exactly where he wants to leave that white to cover all the easy angles out.
And very well played there.
That's a great shot.
Not easy this
That
one.
is not easy. Off one cush, you probably got a quarter of a red to see. And I don't see a 2 cushion come out either.
The difference is now 28 points.
Unless he can come between the yellow and the blue of 2 cushions when you're off the side rail, bottom rail, and into the red.
He'll have to narrow the angle. When he hits there, he'll have to narrow it and play it with bottom.
Yeah.
Because the normal sliding angle is missing that pink completely.
And it straightens up the white.
Yeah, if he narrows it and plays with bottom, then on the second cushion, the kick will hit into the red.
Correct.
But it's a very delicate shot. But okay, he can't even play bottom there, so but it looks like he's got the angle to go into. This looks like a good hit.
That's a great
What a
shot.
shot.
He could have
What
been in
a
a lot
shot.
of trouble there. That was an absolutely great shot.
Yeah, he's still in trouble. Oh, hampered by the green. 28 points up. If Mutalib makes a mistake here, he can still lose this frame. He needs to pot this red to
Just needs
secure
pot
this red.
red.
I think he's going to have a full go here.
Yeah, he can cue properly past the green.
Oh, made a mess up of
Skew
that pot.
action let him down there.
Yeah, he's been watching me a bit there, Ryan.
I think he was just he just needed to concentrate on the pot.
Yeah, he was hampered by the green, so maybe
Yeah.
giving him a bit of side, right hand side or
That
left hand
happens.
side, throwing the pot off. What is Shaw going to do? Is he going to go for a pot here, play a safety? If he pots his ball, he's got a chance to win this frame. Very
I think
risky.
Charles is just gonna clip the red, go around the black, try and get that white behind the brown and yellow again.
Yeah, he's looking at that, eh?
It's a very difficult pot to take on.
But a very risky cut on the red because you can easily collide with the black if you just hit it slightly out. It's got to be very perfect. But Charles' safeties have been good, so he might just do it successfully. once again. Played to almost perfection. Just not getting enough pace on the red, on the white. The line was perfect. The line was perfect, Ryan.
If he hit it any harder, he might have pushed the red closer to the pockets.
I think he's got half a snooker, it looks like it.
This is not easy. Yeah.
You see, Muttalib can't play it because the in-off is on.
That's what we're talking about, Munir, the slide. It straightens up
off
the second rail.
Direct, but then he goes in-off.
Correct.
So what is Ryan going to do? What is Shaw going to do? Is he going to cut the ball, you think? Ask him to play again from where it was, put it back?
I think he might play from here. Talib was trying to kick that red from behind to off to cushions.
I don't see him missing it a second time.
No, he won't. He'll probably get it. So I think Shaw will take his opportunity here.
He's got to. Muttalib knows that clock is ticking. And right now it's not in his favor. It's coming in another hour, 20 minutes. We've only got an hour, 20 minutes left. Oh, what a great pot by Shaw.
He doesn't want to end up on the side rail.
If he ends up nicely on the brown, he'll just roll it through. And it looks like the
That's
yellow
a shot
can go.
that could win him the frame.
And the pink being there close to the blue helps him a bit. So he doesn't have much work to do on the blue to get to the pink, to the black, eh? This is a potential
very good opportunity.
Winning clearance.
And if he gets that brown back on its spot, it makes the break so much easier.
My prediction is if Shaw wins this frame, he wins the match. If Muttalib wins it, it's open for anybody.
It's a bit of a pressure pot.
Yeah.
He knows he has to pot it.
Oh, he's not going for it. Is he going for it? He is.
Looks like he is. That's a
potted very cleanly and confidently, eh? And he's got great position on that yellow. Has he got a slight angle, Ryan? Do you see a slight angle there?
He does. He can just stun across for the green to the opposite pocket. He's got a few options here. It just depends how he how he prefers to play it.
Played very nicely. Nice control and composure there. This is looking very dangerous for Muttalib, eh?
He would have preferred to be a bit straight on the screen. He needs to play this at a bit more dead weight to try and hold or come across the brown.
Playing it very nicely coming across the table. Look at that.
Perfect.
Lovely shot. He's now in perfect control of this break.
Just wants to leave himself a nice angle on the blue.
If Shaw does finish this clearance, he's going to clench his fist on this one.
Correct. Anything but straight on the blue would do.
This frame is going to be hard for Muttalib to come back from. He fought hard this game. He was just a bit unlucky there, eh?
He did.
Yeah.
He's got the perfect angle. Doesn't need to do much. Just come off the side rail.
This shot is the shot. If he gets a perfect position on the pink,
he might stun across, Munir, because he doesn't want to be on the wrong side of the pink.
Exactly. And he's played
perfect angle.
Played it perfect. He just has to run through on the black. He's got a few options. And this is effectively the match ball. If he goes 3-0 up, takes a lead. See Shaw taking his time, not hurrying the shot. Some of the players get into it and play too quickly and they miss.
Even though by his standards that's an easy shot with easy positional play.
He knows the importance of this frame and the importance of the shot. And Muttalib sitting in his chair wondering, how did I let that slip? Was a little bit unlucky there.
He did.
Let's look at that control. Played to perfection, eh? You can't get that better.
Straightforward black to win the frame and go 3-0 up.
Yeah, Muttalib shaking his head knows that was his game. And Shaw making a magnificent finish here. Just needs to pot the black. What a shot. Look at that first glance.
That was the first.
That was the first glance we're talking about, eh? I knew it. Shaw knows that he's got 1 foot in the door of the final. He knows that. Gonna take his toilet break now. There's still 1 hour, 8 minutes left. Muttalib will be ruining his chance there. He needed that frame to stay in the match. He knows he's in trouble now. Unlucky for Muttalib. He really was in control of that game. Just 1-2 shots that changed the direction of that frame. He played very well. Played good calculated shots. And he was very, very unlucky. So Shaw takes a 3-0 lead against Muttalib Ali. He's got 1 foot in the door of the semi-final. There's just around 1 hour, 7 minutes left on the shot clock, I would think, around there somewhere, 6 minutes maybe. But I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our main sponsor, Gold Reef City, for putting up this magnificent tournament. Our drink sponsor, My Day Brands. Our media partner, Purple Rain. Basil Billiards and Q Masters for the venue setup team. 360 Sport, our streaming partner. And Andy Billiards, our club sponsor. Talib sitting there in his chair, contemplating what would have been had he got that frame on the board. Shaul would have been under pressure, to be honest, but Shaul played magnificently there, held his cool, held his nerve to make a clinical finish there and take that game away from Muttalib. He played it very well. The red that he took on was a highly risky pot. Played it nicely, got perfect on the brown to get on the yellow to make that finish. Not one single shock in that shot, in that break was easy. And he made sure of every shot right to the last black. So he's just gone to the toilet or to the bathroom to freshen up quickly, splash some water on his face. And Muttalib sitting in a chair, trying to motivate himself to keep himself positive. He has played positive this last frame. He was just unlucky. I think he played very well tactically there. Couldn't go for any big shots. Potted what he had to go for. Snookered when he had to snooker. Yet Shaul in trouble. And he finds himself still losing the game. Strange how things work out sometimes. You're right in the driving seat in the frame, and next minute you've lost the frame. So if there was a turning point in that match, it was that frame. And unless there's some seriously fast play from Muttalib and a break higher than 80, right now Shaul is in the driving seat in this match. And from that he will get more momentum and play more positive, from what I feel. Not to say that he will play more open game. He will play a tighter game, right, George? What do you think?
I think Talib will play a bit more of an open game now.
Will Talib play more open game?
He's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, and he's got a chance now, right now in the beginning. This is now a nice opportunity for him to make a statement. Pot this red, clean the table. He's capable of doing that.
He's a fantastic match player as well, and he plays well under pressure. So let's see what he can produce in this frame.
If he can't win this match, he should go for the ice break. There's some money at stake for that also. I think there's 4,000 or 5,000 rand for that. At Muttalib not at ease, somebody disturbing him. He quickly looked to the left. Not sure why. But Shaul is now in full control of this match. And he's in the driving seat, looking very comfortable. I still feel Muttalib was very unlucky that game, Ryan. Hey, he was in the driving seat. He had him snookered twice.
He must have been pondering how he lost that frame.
He's asking himself, how did I lose that game? What did I do wrong? You know?
Because 2-1 is a massive difference.
Yeah. And he really was in the driving seat. You know, he could have gone for a pot couple of times and he refused it. Played a killer safety and that's what happened. And look, Shaul could have actually asked to put the white ball back when he played that miss, because he wasn't a full snooker, you know, and he didn't. He took his opportunity, potted that red and took his chance and never allowed Muttalib back at the table.
Right.
So even that shot where Muttalib didn't study it properly, he just played it a little bit too quickly. I don't think he thought he's going to miss the ball.
He should have looked at the angles a bit better.
Yeah.
I think Shaul's going to go into the pack here.
saying all that, it was a magnificent finish by Shaw. I mean, it was a classy finish in that frame.
It was.
I mean, what a classy finish. I think even Mutali will admit that he didn't expect Shaw to finish. But after he landed on the brown the way he did.
Talib has a chance just to...
Man, the problem is every time Mutali has got easy balls up, the blue, pink and black are tied up.
He doesn't have a chance to break ball properly. But if he drops, if he pots this yellow...
Yes, just trying not to touch the red there. He's got to be careful. The referee will be looking at it very closely. He was not comfortable there. Should have maybe taken the rest.
Always plays on your mind.
Yeah, but if you're going to land where you did land with your white, you might as well take the rest.
Correct.
You know, I mean, you only play that shot if you need to get power out of that white. So Talib should have just maybe taken the rest to ease his mind.
I just need to drop this red in. He has a blue in the opposite pocket.
Oh, unexpected miss from Shaw.
Uncharacteristic miss from Shaw.
I thought he was going to nail that in because...
but he's got the colors a bit open.
Yeah. Yes, actually all of them are open with one shot. It's amazing, Ryan. Look at that. Blue, pink and black have opened up now.
I think Talib's going to take on this red into the center pocket.
And this is the same center pocket that's been troubling the guys from distance. If he pots it, and he's done very well there. Eh? He's done very well. Great pot from Talib.
Nicely on the green into the same pocket.
Still not too late for Muttalib. 3-0 down. Just over an hour left. You take it one frame at a time, 20 minutes a frame. But you see the center back, either from that side or the other side. It's amazing how people have been missing it, eh? And normally they won't miss that ball in a month of Sundays.
And sometimes not even close. It never hit the jaw.
Yeah. A whole ball and a half length away. I don't see any easy ball up for Charles here. So he's looking to play a safety here behind the brown. Maybe trying to clip off this red to go down. There is a red to the left of the table, but if he gets his white in a good position, it's not going to be easy pot. Getting the kiss on the brown, that's not what he played for. And
Talib can just stun this ball in. Maybe hope for the green. I don't see any other colors to play for.
Yeah, I don't think anything can. He was checking to see the pink can go, but it's definitely closed now. Blue's even closed now. One shot opens and closes the balls up. That's a lovely shot, just unlucky on the position, eh? What a pot.
I think he actually played for the black into the opposite pocket.
Yes. Looks like the black could go actually, eh? Now he'd have to resort to the safety. No choice here. Unlucky for Muttalib. Charles very composed today. Ryan, I must say he's on the top of his game.
And he's very patient.
Very patient, and he's very composed today. You know, to make a frame-winning break like that from behind, your level of thinking and clarity in your mind has to be right at the top.
But I think he knew what that break would mean to go 3-0 up.
And did you see how he took his time on that pink?
Every shot.
It was a basic shot. He took his time like it was a difficult shot. And he got perfect on the black. You couldn't get more perfect if you placed it with your hand.
Correct. Charles does have opportunity to pot this red. Just needs to miss that yellow. Hasn't left much for Talib. I think he's going to clip this in. Maybe play with a bit of check to not cannon into those reds.
Ryan, when we're having these qualifiers next year, I'm going to suggest that we speak to the Pro Snooker that we should allow all the qualifiers to be open to everybody in every province. So if I want to travel to Cape Town and play, I should be allowed to.
I agree.
If I want to go to Sedibeng, I should be allowed to. And the organizers make it easy for the players and play it over a weekend, not stretch it over a few weekends. I mean, most of our qualifiers have happened at the Wanderers, but we know the quality and standard of players we have there. So we need more qualifiers, or we should be allowed to play in other qualifiers.
It's actually nice. At one of the last qualifiers I played at, there was a player that flew all the way from Mozambique.
Really? That's
Yes.
amazing, you know?
To just to come play the qualifier.
Yeah, look at that tremendous pot by Shaw.
Great pot.
What a pot, and holding back
On the
black.
yellow.
On the black.
Ah,
Right, the black's open.
black is open. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if we can pass it
looks-
red. Yep.
Looks open. He'll
Ah,
look at that. That's a line
perfect.
to the back. And he'll just stun onto the red and hold back to that red. Hold back on that red. Maybe the pink can even go. Who knows? But you'll just want to go a little bit in front. Just maybe getting too much space on it. I'm sure you wanted to be this side of the red.
all you can do now is just drop this red
Yeah.
in and play the blue into the
Yeah.
opposite pocket.
I haven't had many qualifiers as yet, Pretoria Country Club, Ryan. I just hope the management comes on board now and allows us to host more qualifiers. Otherwise, we'll keep hosting the qualifiers at Wanderers if
I
need
think
be.
I think it's amazing the qualifiers that you know, the amount of, let's call it, non-snooker players that were playing. There were a couple of pro players playing.
Exactly.
Aiden
exactly.
Joseph, for example. It's a phenomenal opportunity for them to get
Some exposure. eh?
exposure.
Yeah. And experience also, you know. And
Correct. And there's some great pool players that are actually very good snooker players.
That's true. That's true. But they need to make that transition and try their luck. You know, because this is the game that still requires higher skill.
It does, and it requires a lot of time and effort as well. You know, even though you're a good cueist, it doesn't mean you're gonna be just come onto a snooker table and make breaks.
Definitely. Is the Wanderers club geared up for all the snooker coming up next year? I think they are, eh?
I think they are
Yeah.
looking forward to a good season next year.
It's going to be very exciting now for you guys in Joburg because Fakhri Khedin's not going to be there anymore. So everything's opening up there now.
I don't know whether to say thank goodness, because at least everybody else can get a chance.
Yeah, it's a loss to the province.
He's been very dominant in Central
Yeah.
Gauteng. A phenomenal asset to our
I don't
province.
think he's lost in any event that he's played there.
No.
You know? Actually, he only lost here and there in invitation or a classic, and he maybe lost in the six Reds event to Rafik the 1 year, remember? Other than that, I can't remember him losing in anywhere else.
That was a phenomenal pot.
Great pot. Tried to open that ball up further, but he's on the yellow. Charles being very positive at the moment. Eh? He's intent on not giving a gap to
It's a
Mutale.
lot easier to be positive when you're 3-0 up as well.
Yeah. Sometimes you can become a bit complacent.
Correct.
Oh, look at that.
That's perfect.
What a nice development, eh? What a nice kiss onto that.
Reds are open.
Yeah. Just needs one good color to bring back into the game. Might be touching ball, but it's not going to make a difference in the context of the red that is open in the left of the
I'm not
pocket.
sure if he's going to go back for the black, because the black's going to go back on its spot and be tied up again.
What options has he really got? Maybe the pink can go if he pulls it back a little bit. Maybe, I just say maybe.
Oh, he might try to
Because
play
he
for
was
the blue.
looking at it from that side. Looks like he's going back.
Oh, he's
So
going
it's
for
the
the
black, eh? The problem is, what option does he choose after this? Play for the same red on the cushion? That could be the only ball that is really open there. It's going to be tricky to play a stun shot onto that red
I think he's just
closest to the black spot,
going
because
to drop it in.
then you risk the pot. But he's cued so well. Needs to play it very accurately. Look at that. You see, the moment you play it with a bit of pace, that's exactly what happens. And that's the first time I've seen Shaw was a a ball on the cushion.
I've noticed over the past couple of days, if you just drop it in, and Talib might just do exactly the same. That's a great shot.
Yeah, he played it very nicely.
And he's opened the black spot a little bit.
Yeah.
Black will pot into the same pocket he's playing into now.
Why is the break on 2 points? Oh, it should be 1. That's correct now. He needs a bit of luck here. Needs a bit of luck. Is he on the red to the middle? Looks like he's nicely on the red. And nicely on the black again. A little bit more of an angle that he
Good
wanted.
chance for Talib to get back into this match.
And this frame. But the clock is ticking, Ryan. It's going on to 50 minutes left for this match. But he's got his hand on the table, and you know, you win 1 frame, the next 2 frames can go very quickly. And let's not forget, Charles is also there, eh? You can't discount him completely, especially if you let him in through the back door.
We saw this in Talib's first round match when he was completely out of the game.
Yeah, so he's never die. He says never die, you know. Never say die. He will keep fighting till the last ball. So he's not going to give up here. He's going to fight every ball. Almost unsure of himself. Changing his mind and playing the shot that he intended to play in the first place. Was the correct shot. Now he can play the other red. Just nudging it towards the bag. Need the rest to play this. He's got a bit of a step in his action now.
He always does when he's potting a few balls.
And you can see he's actually confident. He hasn't made many mistakes, and he's got punished. Charlie's been playing very well.
You know, when you're a lot of players, it's easy for them to drop their shoulders when you're 3-0 down.
Lovely shot that. Look at that. In potting that pink, he frees both reds.
Correct. Just needs to roll this in off the side rail. It's perfectly on the 2 reds there.
Yeah, it all depends on where the pink is. Okay, the reds are both in the open. So he's got to just make sure and keep his focus on here. Lovely, nice through ball there. And he's got a slight angle. He'll want to come onto the other side, on the right side of the red.
I think it's safer to go on that side because of the green on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, that is very unfortunate. He rushed that shot.
Yeah, and he's tried to steal pocket there also, you know. It was very straight, he tried to steal pocket. Now, he left Charles in a situation similar to this the last game, and Charles took the game away from him. And look at this, the only ball that is partially safe is the black. But it's also potable, and you know what, Charles is 28 points behind. He is very good in this type of situations. He'll take this chance and try and clean the table. As long as he gets the first 2 balls in, then he's on a roll. Oh, not getting the best of position there.
Didn't want to clip the pink.
Yeah, and he's looking at the difference. It's 27, so he
might
needs
roll
a
him
color
behind
ball.
the pink.
Yeah, gets a tight snooker. That is a very tight snooker.
It is a tight snooker. It's difficult to come off 1 cush, Munir, because of the brown.
Yeah, and
You have to
Talib shaking his head, knowing that the black that he had to pot.
He might just come off 2 cushions here. Just past the center pocket. Top rail.
And the problem is not only that, he doesn't want to leave a free ball. Look at that, it's tucked right on the pink.
I wonder if he's got the angle to get onto the rail just above the center pocket.
Looks like it's even a touching ball there. This is a very
he does.
difficult.
He has to go off 1 cushion.
Very difficult shot this. Oh, look at that.
The slide was always going to take it towards that brown.
Yeah. He's going to have to adjust his angle. Shaw keeping his eye on exactly where the brown was. And let's hope Stefan puts the ball in exactly the same position it was. Looks like it might be there somewhere. Oh, missing it on the other side. Playing it just maybe too hard on that occasion. I'm sure that Stefan's going to put it back there.
I think if he's playing with a bit of pace to negate a bit of that slide.
Yeah. So maybe he's got to just play with the same pace and a touch of right hand side, or left hand side maybe. Exactly the same way, just playing with a touch of left hand side. He's going to place it back. Mutali playing the shot too much in a hurry.
And Charles in no hurry to get back to the table, so he's just going to keep putting it back unless he leaves him a free ball or easy yellow.
Talib just showing a bit of disgust.
I think he's a bit frustrated.
Yeah, knowing that he's got a situation here that is very difficult to come out of. And going the two cushion way is even risky, going past the black. He can't really, I don't think he's got the angle to get past the black.
That's a great
Lovely,
shot.
that's what he wanted to do. But the question is now, where is the yellow going to end up? And Mutalib is clenching his fist in the air, but he might not get back to the table.
I think
He might not get back to the table. That's 15-point difference. So Shaw doesn't need up to the black. So he's looking exactly at cleaning up.
I think Shaw's just gonna stun this yellow off two cushions and come directly in line with the green, in line with the green for the bottom left pockets. Absolutely, I think he might have played a bit
Played
too
it a
hard.
little hard. He runs past, he's okay. Got some work to do now with the white to get to the brown. Is he going to play power screw back here or play another safety? What's he going to do? See, the black is a problem, but not really, because if he gets on a nice position with the rest, it is very potable. It's not close to the cushion. It only needs a rest shot, that's all. He's going for it. That centre back problem again, Ryan George. What I've been telling you
It's
about.
amazing.
You know how many times I've missed in those bags? It's like there's a magnet that pulls the ball away from the bag. Talib having a full go there, eh? It's the first time he's missing a pot at having a full go there. He knew he had to pot that ball and the brown. Difference is 13 points.
As we
Talib needs the
discussed,
green and brown. Shaw needs everything.
Shaw very confident with the rest. He's gonna screw this green.
With a touch of left hand side on the white.
Just grip a bit of the side rail.
He's played that absolutely perfect. It looks like it. Oh, just ran a bit too much. He played it too sweet. Played it too sweet. I don't think he expected that reaction.
He actually hit it very sweetly. I don't think he's gonna take on the spot. It's I think he might just roll the brown down towards the pink and try and snooker Talib.
Behind the blue, yeah. The danger of that is if he catches the pink, it can stay out to the left of the table, and Talib might have a shot to nothing there.
But he's looking at the potting angle, Munir.
He wants to go for it, eh? Very risky shot.
Doesn't look.
Very risky. There's still 45 minutes left. He does not want to lose this game. But it is risky. This frame should have been over a long time ago. Mutali missed that black. And they would have already been on their way in the next frame. So those little misses are costing him.
Is he playing this in the center pocket?
Amazing. And you know what? They don't even come close to the middle bag. Hey Ryan, have you seen that? Always a ball or 2 lengths away.
It's actually quite strange because both of them are great potters into the center pocket.
Yeah, it's not just finding the line there. I don't know.
Sally playing the double.
Doubles don't work on these tables.
No, it's very difficult to judge a double.
Somebody needs to tell Mutalib that.
I don't think I've seen a double today.
The only guy that puts doubles is Kiashin. He puts doubles. He'll even put it in the car park if he was there.
But he's left Charles another opportunity to wrap up this frame.
Yeah, and this will be a Charles going to make sure of this chance. Watch how perfectly he gets onto the black. If he goes 4-0 up, Mutalibi is not going to.
Just needs to play this blue with the perfect pace to get a great angle on the pink.
You see now the time thing starts coming in your mind. You're fighting in this match. You don't think of the best of 9 anymore. You now are thinking of the time. And that's another added pressure. And not for Charles, it's for Muttalib.
Correct.
Because if the time pressure was not there, he could have played a different tactic. But he can't. He's got to play now.
He can't force his way back into the match because he is up against the clock.
But I'm afraid if he goes 4-0 down, he's facing an impossible task.
I think he's just going to play this pink with a trace of... Oh, he's screwing it back. Looks like he's screwing it back, Munir. There he's going to play with a trace of
cushion
red.
Coming right towards the black, eh? And look at that lovely shot. Just look at that lovely shot. Look at it.
The reaction he got on that white.
Perfect position, slight angle. You don't want to be straight. You want a slight angle. And as we've seen this whole match, he's very proficient with the rest. We'll see a double fist clench from him this time. The first one in the third frame was to show that, hey, I've done it. Now he knows he's secured it.
It's he's been very clinical in this match.
Yes, Muttalib has had a couple of chances this frame. Not played it very well, I'm afraid. But he's had his back against the wall. Cleanly in. Charles knows that. Oh, okay. He's just got Muttalib conceding the match. He's 4-0 behind. He knows he can't make it.
He can't make it.
45 minutes left. It's impossible to play.
Is he allowed to concede?
It's an impossible task to come back. But I don't know why doesn't he play for the highest break. That's what Charlie's probably telling him. You should play for the highest break. It's not in. I think what Charlie's trying to point out to him, it's not in the spirit of the game to give up right now. You need to complete the match. Let it be 5-0 or 4-1 and let time be the call. It's not like there's 5 minutes left. There's still 45 minutes left. Yeah. You see, there's 45 minutes left, Ryan. A frame can still be played. Somebody can still make a highest break. So in all fairness to both players, they've got to finish the match. You can't concede being 4-0 behind. If you're playing overseas snooker, you normally get fined for this type of situation. Although we'll be playing on the clock, we know it's impossible to win.
It's like conceding. It's like conceding a frame when there's enough points to win it.
Yes. So Muttalib should use this opportunity. He should use this opportunity to try and make a high break here.
It's got nice to
lose. 4,000 or 5,000 and up for grabs. Come on, Muttalib.
I think Charles also wants that opportunity.
Yes, that's why he'd rather want to win 5-0 or 4-1 or 4-2 or whatever the score is, and at least have an opportunity to make a century break. So Charlie's well within his rights to ask, let's play the match to the completion. If there was 5 minutes left, different thinking, Ryan. 45 minutes left, play the match. 40 minutes left.
Could possibly squeeze in 2 more frames if things go according to plan.
Exactly. Maybe 3 more frames, who knows?
Charles didn't look too happy.
Muttalib has played 10-minute frames before, eh? It will be a miracle if he gets in 2 or 3 more frames here. Why doesn't he approach it positively? Come on, Muttalib. Maybe Charles, maybe him, can make a century break. So you've got to chase the 100 now.
And Charles been coming close.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's looking forward to another frame to get that opportunity.
Well, don't be surprised if Muttalib makes 100, yeah.
And with the caliber of these 2 players, it's very possible.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the last 2 frames we watch, as great as the clearances that were made, it's been a bit scrappy with the colors all over the place. So they didn't have the opportunity to make those big breaks.
I sincerely hope Muttalib will play this game a bit positive and not just be giving up.
And smash the pack.
Yeah. People from the crowd are encouraging Muttalib, I think, if you can hear them.
Yeah.
Well, Charles will be now playing with freedom.
But watch Charles, Munir. He knows he won this match, but he plays exactly the same way
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
With
But he's going to be looking at a century here. He will be looking at a century. And it will be nice if he can make one, him or Mutalib. It will be very nice if he or Mutalib. And look at this. This is a great opportunity for Mutalib. He's got nothing to lose.
yeah,
Pot the red, go into the pack, screw back out on the black.
the center of those 3 reds. Just screw back off the pack.
Yeah. Or go through the back. Whatever you choose. Make 100 here. It'll be okay, a nice straight through red. But he mustn't give up. He must play for the 100. Because there's still a 4,000 or 5,000 rain available for the ice break.
Most definitely.
So it'll be nice if Mutalib makes the ice break. I think Charles will tell him I want half the money.
For forcing him to play the last
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah. So he should play with complete freedom.